Good afternoon. In today's Infinite Campus training, we'll be looking at the reports feature inside campus instruction. So the first thing we need to do, of course, is sign in. Once we sign in, we will notice that there are several types of reports we can look at. Excuse me. Attendance, gradebook, planner, roster. Right now we're not using the planner in our school, but you can actually go ahead and start using it to be like a gradebook planner for you for the year. Attendance has several reports that you can run if you need to see these. The gradebook, again, has several things which are very useful for us, especially the student summary, which is a type of a report card which has details about how a student's doing. A flagged, or in this case, missing assignments. We could actually run that report and see all the missing assignments for all the students, or a section summary, which we printed out and use that to help us see where the students are. And we actually use that as our grade book. We would input that because that actually had the grades and the name of the assignments listed, which is really nice. The report roster, which has like a blank spreadsheet, a portal usage, and roster labels, which is really good to do. So let's take a quick look at a couple. For instance, the reports gradebook, let's go ahead and select student summary. And in student summary, this is kind of, and it gives you a little brief tell what it is, but I think I'm going to go ahead and create this to hand to my parents or to my students to take home to mom and dad. And so I want to do this. I want to do a grade summary, one per page. I could actually go in and modify it so that they can actually see all of this information. The grade summary will showcase all these events. I want to also include the attendance, and I also want to have the parent guardian signature because I want to return to me, bring it back so that I know mom and dad. I can select the kids. I can select the 9 weeks. I can go in more detail so that I could actually put more stuff if I needed to. I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm going to go ahead and hit generate report at the top, and this is where you would generate all your reports. And what this does is it gives them a attendance summary. It gave them a breakdown of the points that came from homework and tests. Gave me the parent signature. Mom and daddy can see it. There was a place also if I actually put comments here, so I could do that. The student number, I think I wouldn't do student number because if the kid lost it, that student number does get out. And you can randomly generate this by student name, number, or just randomly. And you can put like comments printed on the top of each. So really cool. And that's one useful report. Another useful report, like I said, we'll click down here, roster, and then go back up to gradebook, just to jump, is the summary tool. On the summary tool again, we can make this into kind of like our gradebook at the end of the year. See, notice it displays like a gradebook. We can generate it, and what's really nice is it tells us at the top all the activities we've done, gives them a number, and then when we go down here, it not only gives us the points for each student, but it also gives us in progress and also a final grade for those kids. And so it's really nice to keep in place into your grade book. Missing assignments, and I don't know if I have any, but you can go through, check all the stuff, give it to mommy and daddy if you want, do the attendance. Again, you can do the same kind of thing. You can generate this. If you've got any kids that have this, notice I ended up having a kid that had a missing assignment. It tells them where it was. Mom and dad, it tells what and why. Maybe the student was cheating. It actually tells that. So missing assignment is the reason why they didn't get any points here. So it's kind of like a heads up, mom, dad, so forth. For the roster, again, I want a blank spreadsheet to hand out to my subs and so forth. Or maybe I just want one so I can walk around the classroom, do some formative assessment, mark check marks or something like that. I can do landscape, I can do portrait and so forth. I can entitle this spreadsheet as whatever I want to give it. Maybe this is first period. Let's just say running check. Yes. And I generate it. And so again, it's a PDF. It'll generate the PDF. Here it is. I can go ahead and give it some titles for each one of the columns. Go through and make some quick checks. It helps me stay on task. Go back to it. Let's just say I want to do a portal usage. And what this is how often are my students getting or logging in. Of course, these kids aren't real. They haven't logged in any. But it does tell me, and it helps me to see who's actually using Infinite Campus. And same thing about roster labels. I can go ahead and create a mailing one if I want to send out things to the parent of, which if we're doing Gear Up and so forth, I can actually print them here, cut them out, paste them to the card, or maybe I just want to do something like here. Include the teacher if I want it to, generate, and basically it can be a label that goes on anything. So these are some useful reports. There are other things that you can do. Attendance summary. Just go ahead and generate it. Gives you an idea of what's going on. Again, some of these reports you may or may not see. Notice that one kid here that had one unknown absence. And so it might help me to see if I've got a problem with tardies or if I've got a problem with absences with a student. So a lot of good reports that can be run. Again, they are found on the menu side over here. You just click on it. You select the report that you want to run. You hit generate. Once you generate it, it'll pop up in PDF. You can print it, save it, do whatever you need. But that's really it with the reporting. There will be other things that will come along later, but this concludes our 7-part Infinite Campus intro to the new Gradebook for the 15-16 school year. Hopefully this has been helpful to you.